We're back with another wonderful movie review. This time we've went to our Lord and Savior Netflix, pulled a couple off there. Well, we didn't illegally download them or anything. Don't think we did that.
Nudge.
And we watched a couple off there. So we'll start off with a Bright. This one was pretty hyped. I think
it actually was pretty hyped. There's a lot of anti-hype to go with it now too.
Yeah. I saw I think this is one of the first ones that I saw a theatrical trailers on TV, like commercials. You know, they have trailers on. Yeah. And I saw this a trailer for this movie, Bright, on actual on commercials on TV.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa, Netflix does this now?
Netflix, I have noticed, was putting commercials on some sites going, you should...
I was like, what the heck?
You should subscribe to Netflix.
I was like, ooh, are they hurting for... Don't go away, please, Netflix. Please don't go away. I love you. I love you. So this was Bright. This is with Will Smith.
And an orc.
And an orc, yeah. This movie...
buddy cop movie with a fantasy element.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was.
Yeah, and a lot of race.
Well, that's
very
what
heavy
the
on race.
underlying
tone was a race.
Supposed to give you a sense of race relations that are currently going on in the U.S. And so, Will Smith, black cop, first orc, cop.
It's set in the future.
Part of diversity hires.
Yeah, it's set in the future of where orcs and humans,
and elves all live together.
Yeah, they were in a war, weren't they?
Well, okay, imagine if Lord of the Rings had happened, and then they just eventually got to the modern age with elves and dwarves and humans and orcs and et cetera, because what I thought was really neat was during one of the panoramics of the city of LA. It's LA. There's a dragon flying in the background. Did you see that one?
Yeah,
I was like, oh my gosh,
just a random dragon.
It's just like do. Like, oh wow, that must be a thing that happens at that point in time. It's like
just normal.
Random dragon attack.
Just dragon. How'd that person die? Just a dragon.
Yeah. And the guy wielding the sword in the street, crazy, a drunk, but he just happens to have a sword. And it's like,
there's Bill again, drank too much. Yeah. Fucking take his sword away. Jesus
and it's
Christ.
Wow, that's L.A. they got the feel of L.A. quite well. Yeah. So
it was a decent movie. For all the hype that was behind it and all the publicity it got, it wasn't.
It didn't live up to the hype, but it was an average movie.
If it was just a normal, hey, Netflix put out this cool show, I'd be like, oh, cool, let's watch it. And I would have been like, ooh, that was decent.
Well, they kind of had to. From what I've read, it was a $90 million movie.
Whoa.
It is greenlit for a sequel. How much Will Smith took up to that movie?
I was going to say how much
that's the key word right there.
$45 million was to Will Smith.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
It looked good. They put effort into it. You could see that they put effort. They didn't scrounge on stuff. A lot of it was practical effects. The CG wasn't...
I didn't realize it was $90 million.
Well, yeah.
Is that a lot for a movie? That's a lot for a movie, right?
Well, yeah.
Or is that an average? I don't even know.
Okay, 10 years ago, that was a lot. Nowadays, it's not as much. It's about average now. So, they still make movies for $15 million nowadays. But yeah, so I enjoyed it. I would watch the sequel.
Yeah, if they come out with a sequel, I'll watch it. Yeah, I would recommend watching it. It wasn't blow your fucking socks off, I'm gonna give you an Oscar, but it was, or any kind of award. I don't know. Can Netflix originals, can they be up for awards like that? I don't even know.
For Oscars?
Yeah,
as long as they hit a theatrical release, I believe.
Oh, so they couldn't because it's not in a theater. It has to be in a theater.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
all right, maybe they're gonna have an award for best streaming movie or something. Who knows? Maybe. But who knows?
Yeah. They can win Golden Globes and stuff like that.
Okay, so. That's the right. But yeah, it was good. It wasn't like I said. It wasn't anything that was. It held my attention at points. I was like meh, but I'll go watch it. It's tough to, the story was fine. It would like we said. It's the buddy cop movie with you got the oddball of the office and
the oddball of the office, because they're both outcasts, really. Because even again, spoilers. We do bring up spoilers every now and then. Is Will Smith when he got buddied up with the orc? He even went up to his boss and said, "Can you switch?" And the boss is like, "Nobody wants to work with you." Mm-hmm. And then it was like, "Oh, so it's not just the orc that's a problem. Oh, it's him
great.
too.
Yeah.
Okay."
The story was good. It had it had the fantasy element of it.
Yeah.
And it had good action.
The fantasy element didn't actually take away from it. It was actually, they integrated it well enough that, you're watching it and it didn't feel like it was overly fantasy. Mm-hmm. And it was like, okay, if you taken all the fantasy elements out of it, it still would have worked just as well as a movie.
And I can't remember if they had it in there, but there was really was there an underlying love story in it somewhere?
No.
That was good. See, most movies have that underlying.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. There's
love
always
story.
some sort of
yeah.
It's like, no.
And this time there was no, so I thought that was good. And even if there was, I didn't even notice it. So that was good. It was just action fantasy, and it was decent. I would go check it out. Another good one by Netflix.
Yeah.
Another good one by Netflix. The next one we did was called. Well, we don't know what it was called. Either it was called Seven Sisters or What Happened to Monday.
See, this is where I think Netflix is being sneaky, because on Netflix it's Seven Sisters, right?
Yeah.
On not Netflix, it's What Happened to Monday.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Netflix did this to see who and where this movie is watched, because I bet you they can easily just phone up Google and go, "Hey, blah blah blah, where's this movie being streamed from?"
We watched the trailer for this.
Yeah, we did.
Right here on this channel.
And it was actually What Happened to Monday.
Yeah.
But again, when we were talking about what movies, you were saying it was Seven Sisters on Netflix.
But I knew that it was the same one.
Yeah.
I even was like, this is that Monday movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is it
completely different cover and
Yeah.
everything. So it was very interesting. As I said, I have my theories about why Netflix did this. It's just to figure out who's streaming it illegally.
That's probably a
who's
good
streaming
good
it
theory.
legally.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was the movie, and we watched it, and it was. I have opinions.
This movie was about in the future. We like to go to the future in movies, apparently. Mm-hmm. And it's funny, little off track here, but it's funny to watch movies that are older that are like in the future, 2015, and then they show the world, and you're like, nope,
that's not the way the world is right now.
You missed it completely. But anyways, this is set in the future. We're in a world where you're only allowed one child because there's overpopulation. Where we're using up too many resources as a human being, and if you are found to have more than one child, they are put into a they're frozen. Cryogenic state.
Yep.
So that
sleep.
Yeah. So this film follows a man, or I guess the grandpa of these people.
Yeah, the grandfather. His daughter
had seven babies.
7 babies. She died during delivery, and he decided to keep them.
Yeah.
Despite.
So he named them a day of the week.
Yep.
And said, okay, you're all going to take the persona of one person, and you go out on the corresponding day that your name is. So
Yep.
Monday, month 2, blah, blah, blah. And at one point, one of them goes rogue and goes missing. So it's the
It's Monday, by the way.
Yeah, it's Monday.
That's spoiler.
Yeah. And so they follows all of that. And then
about trying to find their sister, find out what happened to her, find out what happens to another sister that goes missing, and then all the other stuff that's been going on between all the sisters that nobody's been talking about, and what's going on with the agency, this child abduction
or child something. It's
CAB,
yeah.
and it's child something bureaucracy.
Yeah, and
Bureau.
They end up uncovering the conspiracy of what this agency is truly doing with the overpopulation. They're not freezing them. Nope. They're burning them.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
killing
that
them.
was...
That was like, whoa.
Yeah, that was... Wow, that was dark.
Yeah.
It was just like watching, and it's like, oh, is this going to hurt? And the nurse is like, no. And then she sticks the little kid with this sleeping agent, and the kid goes, ow. And then she's like,
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, wait. Cold air blowing, hair's going... It's like, oh, okay, freezing. It's like... And then... when they started at the beginning of that movie, I was like, well, where are they going to put all these people? Because it's going to be a hell of a lot of people right now. And then all of a sudden, blue flames and just toast. It's like, ooh,
Yeah, well, that's where
that just became really, really dark.
Uh-huh.
Now, I will give credit. Again, spoilers. Yeah. Some of the sisters die. I was really shocked with this. It was like I figured this was one of those feel good movies. At the end, everybody wins.
It was two of them survived. Only two.
Only 2 out of 7 survived.
2 out of 7, yeah.
So it was like, whoa.
I thought the concept of the story was good.
Okay, so here's my thing. I watched this show called Orphan Black. They cloned a woman, and they basically put a fertilized egg in a woman in different parts of the world. And there's like 5 in the US, a couple in Britain. So you have all these clones growing up in different areas of the world. And they all have different personalities. And in this show, they're all played by the same actress. Now, she plays each one of the clones very convincingly that you would swear that not all of them are played by the same actress.
Really? Okay.
Okay? Now, I understand they have to make them different. Now, in this movie, they all have to play one person on the outside of the world. But in the house where they are most of the time, they all look different.
Yeah.
But you could tell there was... You couldn't really... It was hard to tell that there was a personality difference in most of the cases. They fleshed out... they fleshed out Monday. They fleshed out Thursday. But Saturday and Sunday... they were just kind of throwaways.
Yeah, I think all they
Wednesday
really tried to do
almost kind of started to flesh out, but then it was a throwaway.
They just gave them like different hair or different clothes.
Yeah.
They didn't really give them a whole bunch of different personality traits. It was like, hey, we're gonna put you in pink, blue, purple, green, and you're different.
Yeah,
Like, well,
yeah.
not really, but
So, when I watch a series that's as good as Orphan Black, and then I watch a movie like this, I couldn't help but kind of
Compare them?
compare them and pick apart the portrayal of different people by the same actress. So it was kind of like that was a little hard for me, but other than that, like, it was actually interesting. And considering once they killed the first sister, I was like, oh.
yeah, it was surprising that they actually did kill, and only 2 of them survived.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, well.
That actually made the whole movie really good. The
nice
fact that they killed people.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a movie or a show that's willing to actually kill characters, not just be like, hey, we're all going to be in the end here. Happy-go-lucky, kumbaya,
Yeah. It was very nice to have that darkness to this whole movie, because other than that, I think if it was that feel-good, everybody wins at the end,
Yeah, it
it would have been not all good. But what happened to Willem Dafoe,
Who?
the grandpa?
Oh, I don't even know. Didn't he? I thought he died at some point, didn't he not?
Okay.
Where did he go? Yeah.
Yeah.
He just kind of disappeared.
Because they show him, I think the last one scene he was in, he grabbed the gun when the first time they had a visitor, and they had actually...
Yeah, he went to the door?
Yeah, he had the gun.
Yeah.
But then, after that, the 7 sisters are living together.
And it was more flashbacks that you saw him in.
Yeah, and
No,
it's just like, did he die?
So I'm assuming he died at some point.
I think so too, but it's kind of like...
But they didn't really focus on that.
Yeah, there was... I guess that might have been a wrench in the whole thing, them having to deal with the dead grandpa and stuff like that, but...
Interesting concept of a movie, though.
Yes, and I won't spoil this. The twist at the end, well played. I gotta admit that was actually really well played.
The twist at the end?
I'm not gonna say it out loud, because this movie is worth watching. I would recommend this one. I would say just slightly more Seven Sisters than Bright, but watch them both, especially considering they're on Netflix.
Yeah, if you have Netflix and you're bored, fire this movie on. Seven Sisters, check it out. Yeah, definitely. And Bright, check them both out.
They're worth watching, but you will have your phone in your hand and...
Yeah, you'll find points where you're just like, meh.
Yeah.
Well, it depends, I guess. You may find that it's completely riveting, but they're not like movie of the year candidates. That's for sure.
They are not.
They're good.
They're movies of the week.
Yeah, they're good. They're good enough to watch. They're good enough to hit the add to your list that keeps growing,
Yeah.
that you never fucking get through because just keeps growing.
Because people keep saying, hey, watch this movie and this one and this one.
Have you
It's
seen this? Oh, what? Huh? What? Oh, okay. Add to list. Fuck. There's 300 things on my list now. Great. Thanks, Netflix. Ruining social lives forever. So yeah, let us know if you guys have seen these movies. What you guys think. If you agree, disagree, just interact with us. Comment down below. Let us know. And if you haven't seen it, go back, watch them, come back, let us know. All right, guys. Oh, don't forget to subscribe because we love you. And hey, Netflix, I love you.
He doesn't even say that to his wife.
Goodbye. Hey, I say that to my wife all the time. All the time.
She'll
All right.
never make it to the end of this video, so it doesn't matter.
See you later.
See ya.